I don't know, but if you like aromatherapy, I just hopped out of the shower. Sorry, but this stuff here, I'm hoping it's focusing. Can you see it? I'm gonna hold it for like a few seconds. Back it up. This is J.R. Watkins Daily Moisturizing Body Wash. It was expensive. Like, it wasn't like I usually buy body wash for like $3 on special or $4, or I think that's my limit. And they're very runny. This is very concentrated. It's natural, paraben free, propylene glycol free, dye free, phthalate free. It's anyway lemon cream. The scent is lemon cream, and it smells like a, you know that. Yeah, I guess a lemon pie, but I remember those. It was like Jello with a cream in it, and it whipped up. No, I don't know. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It has that smell. It's like, wow. And it's thick, so I don't need to use as much. It doesn't run. It doesn't drip on the shower floor when I use it. I don't use a poof. I just rub it on me. And yeah, it was like $9, not on special, and I bought it. I don't use it all the time. I keep it under the sink, and for aromatherapy, it's happy time. I just wanted to say that. Oh no, wait, there was more things. I mean, hold on, let me get ready a bit. For the first time, I had my new CBT meeting or recovery meeting or whatever. Each meeting has a different name, but Monday nights at a different place where you go over techniques to kind of deal with anxiety and all your stuff, but common stuff that people go through. It's not, no one's a psychologist or a psychiatrist or psychotherapist. It's just dealing with everyday events, like I do on this channel. So I wanted to be in the shower and not think things in my head, and it happened for the first time. It happened for a short time, but realizing that you can control your thoughts. And I've learned from my other CBT meeting that you should, and Eckhart Tolle, or Tolle, or whatever his name is, Eckhart Tolle. I actually don't know how to pronounce his name, but learn to be in the moment, to feel the water dripping on you, to feel everything. And I managed to do it for a good 30 seconds, which was like pretty incredible. So I've come to an enlightenment. I realized that when I go to bed, I don't think of things. I mean, sometimes I do. I let myself, and I watch YouTube before going to bed. I know I do all that stuff. I'm letting myself do that now because my schedule is not as strict as it was a year or two ago. Let's say 2 years ago, or actually 3 years ago, before I headed off to LA for a bit. Before I dropped on my clients to move. I had practiced that, to kind of write everything down, and so when you go to bed, your mind is clear. And for the most part, that's, I was doing that for like 15 years. So it just occurred to me, we'll see if I do it, that I could do the same thing for the shower. I could do the same thing for other things, to kind of like, when I'm in the shower, think about the shower. You know what I mean? Not let my mind wander. I used to believe that it's okay to let your mind wander, come up with ideas, because in the shower I came up with the idea for the smells, the aromatherapy, and about being mindful in the shower. But then the idea came up, so I'm guessing I'm going to let the idea come up, and then kind of I won't be able to jot it down, but continue with my shower. Hopefully not to forget it. We'll see. I know most people, if they have a thought in their sleep, they'll wake up, jot it down, and go back to sleep. I don't know yet. If you have any comments, if any of you watches this to the end, comment, let me know. But it just occurred to me. It was like, oh, okay. I used to believe that, let your mind wander, come up with ideas, but over the years, I just let things creep in. Well, that's not true. They've always crept in. I just am more aware of them. I don't think I don't believe they're good. You know what I mean? I remember getting worked up over things that would trigger me, but now it's like, okay, calm things down. My mind used to be the clearest, and I knew this for like 20, 30 years. After a workout, yeah, I've been working out that long. It hasn't happened for the past 10 years. It would always be like try to go to other things, and so it wasn't as successful as it used to be. And I kind of let it get to that. You know what I mean? When you let yourself get out of shape, when you let yourself get fat, when you let yourself do whatever, smoke again, do drugs again, whatever. So that's what I'm kind of realizing. It's weird that some things you don't, when people say things all of a sudden, or the next day, it seemed like overnight that something happened and they weren't aware. It's just like it came up like that. I don't believe that. I believe, you're not aware of something. And when you're not aware of something, of course it may seem like instantaneous. I get that from people who say, oh, their shoulder hurts from something. It never hurt before, then all of a sudden it hurt. They did one movement and it hurt. But usually that's not the case, unless it's like you did a traumatizing movement, or you were in a car accident, or you fell on it, or you used an extremely heavy weight and everything just fell on you. I'm exaggerating, but not really. So sometimes we're just not aware when our bodies tell us something, and then all of a sudden, you kind of suppress it, you ignore it, while not being aware of it, like making yourself not aware of it, until it actually hits you in the face. And I think that's the same thing with the mind. So, most of the time my thoughts in the shower are not productive unless I have something that's a good idea. I want to be able to kind of get the idea and continue enjoying what I like to do. Well, I like showering, the process is okay. Yeah, let me know what you think. Yeah, I may forget this tomorrow, so